r/askreddit. What ingredient ruins a sandwich for you? Warm wet lettuce on hot sandwiches. A piece of lettuce that's a little too brown. Huge pieces of meat that when I bite, instead of cutting and eating a piece, I eat the whole thing and the rest of the sandwich is left meatless. Soggy not fresh tomato. Looking at you Subway. Soft, cheap bread that gets soggy with the slightest bit of moisture. This is the one thing that will make me reject a sandwich with revulsion. These are the questions I want to see on askreddit. If the condiments is not spread right to the edges and in the corners of the bread. Standing with both feet in the lettuce bins with shoes on. Soggy bread. I'd rather starve. Unless making a grilled cheese, I can't handle the crappy white bread that mushes to the roof of your mouth, nasty and can't hold anything together. Grilled cheese is the exception. BC the toast ones hold everything together and eliminated the mush. Lack of sauce. Dry sandwiches are the worst. Too much tomato makes it unbearable for me, especially when it gets wet and eventually soggy. Sweet pickles. Dill or nothing. Celery. Only heathens add celery to sandwiches. Man, all the edible stuff in this thread is what I love about sandwiches. For me, it's if there's way too much meat. When it's like they cut a pound of meat and put in between two pieces of break with no fixins. That's not a sandwich to me, that's biting into that big chunk of deli meat. Rocket. I think called arugula in America. Too peppery and bitter. Overpowers even in small quantities. Just use spinach or lettuce please. American cheese. It's fine on burgers but for a typical sandwich, no. Get that shit out of there and give me some real fucking cheese. Edit, I didn't expect to get so many responses, wowie us. Miracle Whip. That shit doesn't belong on a sandwich. It's mayo flavored frosting. Mold. There's nothing worse than not realizing there's a mold spot in the bread before it's too late. Face vomiting. Horseradish, can't stand the stuff, the tiniest bit and suddenly it's the only thing I can taste. Raw onions. I'm almost 45, and feel like I should be past not liking them at this point, but here we are. Tomatoes. It's not a flavor thing, it's a structural integrity thing. Tomatoes plus any other ingredient, especially condiments, creates any tectonic slide of instability that more often results in a pile of ingredients on the table underneath the two slices of bread in your hands. You can somewhat mitigate it by slicing the tomatoes no thicker than 2 microns, but by that time, what the point? What do they really bring to the table, besides ingredients as they fall out? And before the foodies chime in with it's about brightness sand acidity haventiacine salt fetacidity sagud, yes, I know. There's other ways to bring a brighter flavor, because most of the year, tomatoes that you didn't grow yourself taste like dog ass anyway. Not just on a sandwich but in general too, ketchup. One of the greatest mysteries of my life will be how people even bear the smell of it. Mayonnaise. Every time. Too much damn lettuce. Tomatoes that have made my sandwich all soggy. Seasoning and toasting the bread can seriously elevate a sandwich. At the best sandwich places, all the vegetables are basically prepared like side dishes. Marinated, seasoned, grilled, or something. Someone else making it. Salt and pepper on the veggies. For cold cut sandwich I like to add red wine vinegar, pepper, oregano, and a bit of salt. Oil, vinegar, salt, pepper, and oregano. Cutting it in half, diagonally. Peppers in some manner. Maybe pickled banana peppers, or pepper relish, black pepper, even fresh peppers or hot sauce. Good quality bread, and real butter. Once you've got those two elements properly nailed down, the filling is almost irrelevant. This future BuzzFeed Carrot TM article is brought to you by the tangy taste of Miracle Whip Carrot TM. Pickled peppers, peppercini. Sweet and spicy mustard. Garlic dill pickle slices. A nice mutton, lettuce, and tomato sandwich, where the mutton is nice and lean and the tomato is ripe. They're so perky, I love that.